Welcome to the first video in Patreon dedicated to tarots and oracles. Hopefully you are doing great. I don't know how long this video is going to take. I also really truly don't know how I'm going to edit it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And may the universe assist me. Before I get started with anything, singing bowls. If you are a person who feels grounded through sound, I would find a tune for a singing bowl that works for you. I simply got this from Amazon. They come in all kinds of sizes, and you can get all kinds of different tunes. Whenever you start a meditation, it's always good to clear the energy and raise awareness. Singing bowls, as well as little bells, which the monks use as well, are great for that. So here goes. Another thing I like to do, if you don't really want to make it sing, or if you still haven't learned how to make it sing, or if it doesn't sing, is I strike it 3 times. Breathe in, hold, and out. Breathe in, hold, and out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. All right, now that we have cleared the air, I decided to show you some of the things that I do when I meditate. So the singing bowl was one. The oracle decks I'm going to present to you today to choose from. I'll basically present 3 cards. You get to choose whichever card you feel drawn to. You can also pause, definitely pause the video and look at the cards, examine them. I'll try to hold them close to the screen. Again, this is my first go at all of this, so I do apologize if it's not perfect. Learning as we go, but I do want to put this information out. So yeah, I'm going to choose, I've already chosen them. These are themes that have been recurring a lot in my own readings that I have also come to understand are general themes that are occurring, not just for me, which is why I pulled these cards. Use your intuition. Try not to think too much. The card will call to you. You will know. And in the end, after I do your tarot reading, it won't be a too complex tarot readings. I'm not really into complicated tarot readings. At the most, I might pull 1 or 2 cards to begin with, just as we ease into this space that I have here. I don't want to hammer through. because a lot of this is new information. And if it's not new information, it's information that is judged by society. And I'm trying to break through that mold. So this is the oracle deck you're going to be choosing from today. Not sure if you can see that. There we go. It is the Divine Circus oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And the reason I chose this is there's a few oracle decks that I've highly connected to. And by highly connected to, it's incredible. It's like we have our own lingo. This is one of them. So I'd like to cheat a little bit using an oracle deck that I personally feel connected to. So let's go. The first card for you today is this one. And again, when you're choosing the cards, don't think too much. Pause the screen if you must, but don't engage your mind. Engage your intuition. Number 12. It's called Alice. So that's card number 1. Card number 2. Death shall not have him. This is card number 3. The third card is Rare, Raw, Real. This is card number 42. So choose whichever card you feel connected to. And again, God help me, I'm going to try to figure out the timestamps and put them in there so that you can simply click on your timestamp. If I am unable to do that, I will make sure to put underneath this video where each card number begins with regards to the time length or the timestamp in the video. Just going to pause for a second. And we are back with card number 1. If you chose this card, which is Alice, this is your reading. So for the tarots, again, I'm not going to pull too many unless 50,000 fly out at me, then I guess we're going to have to kind of read them. But this is the tarot deck that I have connected with because I consider myself to be a light worker, or I guess a shadow worker. They are interchangeable. It is the Light Seer's Tarot. A lot of people seem to think that this tarot is a joke compared to the original tarot. But all tarot decks, regardless how silly they seem or cartoonish, are all based on the original tarot. There's really not much deviation with regards to the messages. So the channeling I'd like to do today with regards to all the groups, but for you group number 1, we will start with what does group number 1, what do your guides want you to know right now, in this now moment? What message does your higher self and your guides have for you in this now moment that can and will get you closer to your highest potential? We ask of our own free will. So be it. What guidance do you have for group number 1 that will get them closer to their highest potential? What guidance do you have for group number 1 that will get them closer to their highest potential? What guidance do we have for group number 1 that will get them closer to their highest potential? What guidance? Okay. So a lot came out. Let's see. What do we have here? We have, I can't even read that. Oh, number 17, the star. That's very interesting. The 9 of Wands. The 8 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups. Fascinating. It's almost like a story is being told here. So the star to me seems like wishing upon a star, if you may, hoping and dreaming. And if you can see, she's kind of looking up towards the light, praying, almost in a prayer, towards the world that she aspires to live in. It's quite a beautiful and touching scene. But if you look closely, she's holding a string, and the string kind of wraps around all of her body. It's wrapped around her hands, and she's holding it close to her heart. And the string is kind of going up to that star, almost to signify that they are one, or that they are united in some shape or form, almost as if she is drawing energy from that star through this string into her heart to gain courage, to gain wisdom and knowledge into this new world that she aspires to live in. So definitely accomplishment is on the way. This is a woman who is determined and knows what it is she wants, and she also knows how to get it. Very, very beautiful, beautiful message in this card. I'm not sure if it resonates with you, but let's see. So that's with regards to that. The 8 of Cups, as you can see, cups signify emotions in tarot. She's walking away from a cup that's full of something that's burning. She's given up on it, walking away from whatever this is, although the flame seems to be still going. So she's turned away from this flame. She's walking away towards a bigger and brighter light. Could this flame be a love? Could it be an attachment? See, for me, these two are also related because, as you can see, she's attached to the string, to the star, and she's left whatever this is. It's very small, and it looks like it's about to burn out. And she's walking away towards the light, towards a brighter future, towards something new. Even though she's not really 100% sure what this new thing is, but it's distracted her enough from this small little thing that might be dying. It's distracted her enough and gotten her attention that she's walking away. So those are those 2 cards for group number 1. I'm actually going to leave one because I was hoping to keep it at 2 or 3 cards. So the 9 of Cups. 9 cups again signify emotions. She's thrown all the cups in the air in quite the ecstasy. She's very happy here. It's almost a leap of not only faith, but a leap of joy. A leap of joy and faith. Almost as if she has accomplished everything her heart desires. So her, I keep saying her, but this represents you. You have had your hopes and dreams for a while that you have been fueling with your desire, with your own power. And that has caused you to walk away from the old and the small and the not enough. And it has caused you to shift your perspective towards a newer world and a brighter world. And from the looks of things, that was the right decision for you to make, because you are leaping into a beautiful, almost completed world of joy. So that is the message for you, group 1. When it comes to the oracle deck that you chose, which is Alice. If you look at Alice, she seems a little bit weary, maybe even a little bit confused and unsure. Alice, which is you, is stuck between 2 worlds. Perhaps not stuck. She's pretty much done with the old world and is almost about ready to exit this old world. The look you see on Alice's face is just a look of perhaps confusion, uncertainty, just not sure whether to cross into this new world or not. So that is the explanation of this oracle card, and it urges you to find your inner strength and your inner power and to cross over from the old into the new. So definitely we have been able to pull the tarot decks that are tarot cards that go with this oracle card. For you, group number 1, I hope this resonates with you, and I hope it gives you somewhat of confidence to take that next step forward. Whatever it is that you need to do, find the power from within. Remember the string that is attached to the star. Draw that power into you. It will help guide you into your future. So that's your reading, group number 1. Thank you, and I hope it resonated with you. Generally, in these readings, whatever resonates, take. Whatever does not resonate, do not take. Just leave it, and perhaps pick another pile that you feel also connected to. So I will begin the reading for group number 2. This is your reading, group number 2. If you chose death shall not take him. Welcome to your reading. So the question we're going to be asking today is, this is the actual tarot deck that we will be using today. And, it is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, in case you are interested in that. So we're going to be channeling what Does group two's higher self or guides want you to know right now that will get you closer to your highest outcome? What does group two need to know with regards to what will get them closer to your highest, to their highest outcome? Oh wow, that one just kind of flew out. All right, so you got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, not sure if you can see that. Nine of Swords. I'm gonna pull one more. What does group two need to know about what will get them closer to their highest outcome? One more card, please. Clarity with regards to the Nine of Swords. The Lovers. You actually got the Lovers. Interesting. All right, maybe one more. Maybe one more, please, for clarity for group two. With, oh dear, a whole bunch just flew out. Ay, 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 ay. The Fool and the Moon. All right. Group two, what are you into? What's happening? What's going on with you? Okay, so group two, you pulled, I hope I didn't mix up the oracles. I think group two was Death Shall Not Take Him. All right. So where do we start? We have the Fool. We have the Moon. We also have the Lovers. And the last one is the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Now, this is following intuition, and surprisingly enough, all these cards go quite perfect with this card. So the story that's being told here is that of a very, very young soul, a fool, who is very naive and perhaps might have fallen in love a bit too quick, a bit too soon. You fell in love. You fell in love, which is lovely, which is amazing. But you might have done it a little bit too soon before getting in touch with your intuition. And that has caused you a little bit of a situation where you find yourself now almost brokenhearted. But there's another way to look at these cards. And actually, I'm going to continue reading them, the same cards, in a completely different manner for you. If this doesn't resonate with you, I hope this does. You might find yourself right now in a very sad place of devastation, sorrow, despair, maybe even loss of hope. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. 1 second. If you do find yourself, if this does resonate with you and you are in a place of loss of hope and despair, and you truly don't know how to move forward, this card actually is a sign, and it signals that this despair that you think you are in is an illusion. It's an illusion. You are trapped probably in a pattern. You should probably consider looking further into, looking further inwards and reflecting into the situation that you are in and what might have caused it. And are you truly in the despair that you think that you are in? Because it seems to me that you are covering your eyes and hiding in an illusion, refusing to see the reality that is around you. Once you do that, something's going to happen. Once you begin reflecting and looking at the situation that you find yourself in, you're going to find yourself unlocking doors into your intuition, which is what the moon represents. It represents uniting your inner child with your shadow self and doing the required self-work. As you can see here, the black wolf and the white wolf are both howling at the moon. You're going to be able to stabilize and see the illusion that you are in. You're going to be able to heal these patterns, and you're going to be able to integrate and create alchemy within yourself, which will give you peace, which will give you further knowledge and further trust in your own intuition. When this does happen, what you might find yourself doing is becoming the fool. The fool, which is a very trusting human being. And if you do that, trusting in specific aspects of humanity, such as love. Once you find yourself trusting and following your authentic blueprint, your authentic self, you might be able to find the love, fall in love freely, without the previous patterns that caused you to get stuck in them. And they are all based on illusions. So illusion, because you are in a situation that you think that is the end, when in fact it is not. All you need to do is look within. When you look within, you will be able to integrate and do a lot of shadow work. And when you do that, you will become more authentic and more free to express who you are without the illusions, the veil that is tainting you. And then you will be able to find your true match. That is what I believe your reading is. Now, having said all of that, this card, this oracle card that you were drawn to, that you chose, signifies that what you think is lost and has ended and you've given up on is not. And if you have given up on yourself, and if you have given up on love, then this tells you to please don't. Because the universe is definitely on your side. And whatever you have been doing, whatever shadow work you have been doing, it is urging you to continue with your shadow work, because you have the capacity to push through the difficulty and the situation that you think is hopeless that you're in. You can reverse it. And if you believe in yourself, the universe will match your efforts. So, yeah, do the work that's required of you. Don't give up. Don't get stuck in an illusion. Don't get stuck. Don't let patterns take you over. That's basically the message from this reading. So again, if this reading resonated with you, please do let me know in the comments. If it did not resonate with you, simply discard it and go find another pile that you might feel more connected to. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose rare, raw, real, this reading is for you. And as I usually say, take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, just discard it. Don't take it at all. This is the tarot deck that I will be using today. So let's start. So we want to know, what message do the guides for group 3 have for them with regards to what is going to get you closer to your highest potential? What will get group 3 closer to their highest potential? Group 3, what is the message to group 3 from their higher guides, the higher self to group 3? What can get you closer to your highest potential, to your highest outcome? Group 3, what do you need to get closer? The Tower. So let me pull one more for clarity for group 3 regarding the Tower. The Tower, how's the Tower getting group 3 closer to their highest potential in this life? Ooh, okay, all right, okay. 4 of Swords. Yeah, we might need another card. 4 of Swords. Let's get one more card for group. Sorry, why are these reversed? What's happening? Oh my gosh, they're reversed. All right, clarity for group 3 regarding the 4 of Swords. Wow, lots of things flying out today. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, this is, you got the Magician. You got the Magician. Let me look at these for a second here. Let me look at these. Let's start with let's start with this one. Group 3, something big is happening with you. Not trying to scare you here, but these are quite the transformational cards. They're neither negative nor positive. It really just depends on your perspective on how you're choosing to go through this life. But here we go. The Tower represents massive shift. Massive. You're about to experience massive shifts in your life. Now, shifts in this life, when you see that the card, the Tower, it usually signifies destruction. Something has to fall away in order for something new to be rebuilt in its place. That is essentially what the message contained in this Tower is, in this card is. Now, the card itself, there's lightning going on. Like you can see the destruction is coming from like above. It's kind of out of your control. But at the same time, down here, things seem to be quite good. Yeah, nothing bad's going on. If anything, they're like, okay, when's this going to be over? So yeah, with destruction comes rebuilding on a proper and more solid foundation. So whatever is going to be lost, I wouldn't be too upset over it. So that's the Tower. Oh my goodness, the 4 of Swords. What an interesting card that is. The Four of Swords, she's sort of hunkered down there. Her heart is outside of her chest, almost like her heart's on a string. It's being pulled. It's wrapped around a whole bunch of thorns. I don't even know what's going on with her. She just seems to be sort of in a she's in a fetal position. She's trying to comfort herself. And if you look at this card, her eyes are closed. Like she's really just sleeping, almost, in this very strange position, in this very strange place. And her heart is just sitting there. Almost like she's protected. Do you get that sense? The protection is coming from somewhere. Is it coming from within? Or is it coming from without? But something is brewing. Like, that's the message I get when I see this card. Something is brewing. You're not 100% sure what's going on. You're kind of trying to rest. You're kind of trying to recuperate. And you're really not looking at what's happening around you right this minute because you're trying to just rest. Take it easy. Then maybe that's not too bad of an idea. Maybe that is what you need to do. Rest and take it easy. Don't pay too much attention to what appears to be negativity or destruction going on around you. Almost as if be happy that things are taking care of themselves while you are safe. So that's that card. And then we have the Magician. The Magician is the first card. Yeah, it is number 1. The Magician. Now, when you look at this card, this is a person who's in their element. That's how I see it. In their power, they have mastered it all. The symbol of infinity is the symbol of basically you're in control of your powers, which is incredible. This is a person who has they've been able to not master alchemy, but understand it enough to play with energy and understand that energy can be alchemized. So they are very, very much centered within their power, and they are very intuitive and knowledgeable. Yeah, that is the energy from this card. So if I had to take a guess from trying to make a connection from these cards, it would seem like there's a big life-changing event that's going to happen to you or is currently happening to you. And it appears to me that you're trying to protect yourself, not necessarily making sure to get devastated by it. But you're just sort of in the, you're accepting, almost accepting, though not ecstatic, not too hopeful, but accepting. The energy the message, I guess, that's coming through is this situation that is causing you to behave in this manner is going to result in you mastering your powers, mastering your intuition, mastering everything, mastering your energy, possibly even manipulating your reality and manifesting whatever it is you desire. But it seems like you have to go through a lot of hell to get to here. But if you keep your perspective right, if you understand that destruction needs to happen first in order for life to grow again, and the new growth is probably going to be more stable and more lasting than the old growth, and you will be able to enjoy it. This is your element. Your mastery is being built, and you're going to have your hands in it, in what's being built. So that is your reading. When it comes to this oracle card, this is a beautiful card. And it essentially, I'm not going to read it. I could read it from the guidebook, but I'm not going to do that. You can definitely look it up in the guidebook. But rare, raw, real signifies a... do you know how a snake sheds its skin? I'm not saying you're a snake. I'm saying this is what the card signifies. It signifies that you are in the process of shedding. Shedding your old identity. Whoever you are underneath, your authentic self, your authentic blueprint is going to come through. It's coming through, whether you like it or not. And you should be proud and you should not be afraid, although you might be a little bit weary of what is coming through. So if you're feeling a lot of emotions as of late, if you're feeling unstable energies, continue your spiritual work. Work through it with breathing, whatever exercises that you do. But have faith in the universe and in the process that is unfolding within you, because your authentic self is ready to come through. And I believe that you should allow that process to occur by not engaging in any form of fear, anger, or resistance. Meditation is key during these times, by the way. So that is your reading, group 3. I hope this went well. There's probably a lot of errors with regards to groups and whatnot. I will try to fix them. If not, I apologize ahead of time, and I will make sure that they are not repeated again in further videos. Please let me know if any of this resonated with you, and if it didn't, please just discard it. Don't take it. Have a good day.